Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hey everyone, I will introduce myself. My name is Rizal Nur Wahid, and today I'm gonna present about the checklist consort of information to include a randomized trial. Okay, uh, number 1A, identification as a randomized trial in the title. Number 1 is not report consort checklist. The next, number 1B, structure summary of trial design, method, result, and conclusion for specific guidance. See consort for abstract. Yes, it follow the guideline of consort checklist and this structure abstract. Abstract purpose, intragastric balloon IgB therapy is the most established endoscopic treatment of obesity, but there is a paucity of literature on long-term efficacy. This study aims to evaluate the short and long-term weight loss efficacy of IgB. Material and method: double-blinded RCT with Sigmund IgB versus with same endoscopy in body mass index BMI 26 until 35 patient anthropometric fasting glucose and lipid profile measurement as early outcome and 10 years follow-up result. Initial RCT recruited 99 patients, sibutramine group 49 patients, participants in a 10 years review. Total body weight loss at 6 and 24 months. Favorite the IgB group. Total weight loss at 10 years were not significant difference between groups. Next conclusion, IgB delivers weight loss to 2 years and superior to control. However, now conformity development is not significantly different at 10 years. Patients that received IgB therapy were subsequently more willing for further bariatric metabolic intervention. Number 2A, scientific background and explanation of rationality. Increasingly urbanized and sedentary lifestyle, Asia has not escaped this global trend, with almost a third of the population classified as overweight or obese in some regions. The increase in prevalence in China over the past 10, 20 years has been 4,000% compared with 20 in Australia. The prevalence of non-alcohol fatty liver disease in Asia has grown to around 25%. Other conditions associated with overweight and obesity such as type 2 diabetes mellitus, cardiovascular disease, and obstructive Sleep apnea contributes to mortality and or swelling socioeconomic. Next, number 2B. This this study outcome with long-term follow-up of this RCT to evaluate to long-term efficacy of IGB. Number 3A, description of trial design such as parallel factorial including allocation ratio, material and method. Initial phase, pers- a prospective double-blinded randomized control trial RCT conducted in 20,006 until 20,008 with patient. Next, number 3B. Number 3B, important change the method after trial commencement, such as eligibility set criteria with recent answer. In this article, I did not find any method change, and also in this article for the method to run regularly. Next, number 4A, eligibility criteria for participant. Inclusion criteria where patients aged 18 until 16 years, BMW 27 until 35, agreeing to undergo invasive weight reduction therapy and intensive follow-up and without a history of weight reduction. The next, number 4B, setting and location where the data were collected. Answer, the setting where the data were collected was not reported in the article. Number 5E, 5I, intervention for age group with sufficient detail to allow replication, including how and when they were actually administered. Patients in the IGB arm underwent placement of or bear Apollo endoscopy TX USA IGB filling with 500 milli and placebo pill for a uh, single 6-month period. Sibutramine arm received diagnostic endoscopy and commenced at 10 milligram sub sibutramine daily for 4 weeks and then 15 milligram daily for total duration of 6 months only. Next, number 6A com- completely defined preserve specific primary and secondary outcome measures including how and when they were assessed. Answer: primary outcome were changed in weight report as total body weight loss (TBWL), percentage TBWL, and change in BML. Secondary outcome were the development of new diabetes mellitus and other comorbid and patients' willingness for further intervention. Uh, Next, number B, 6B. Any change to trial outcome after the trial commenced with reason and answer. There is no because in the outcome there are only primary and secondary outcome and don't have important change to the outcome after the trial began. The next 7A, sample size was determined and answer. In this article, we cannot find the information about how the research calculate the participant needed. The next, number 7B, when applicable, explanation of any inter-analysis and stopping guidelines. Answer: the item of A is not applicable for this article because the author researcher did not do any interim analysis. Number 8A, method used to generate the random allocation sequence the generation. Answer: the author researcher does not report the method used to generate the random allocation sequence generation, such as the use of a table or computer. The next, number 8B, type of randomization, detail of any restriction, such as blocking a. Answer: in this article, the author researcher does not report the type of randomization. Next, number 9, mechanism as to implement the random allocation sequence, such as sequentially number containers, describing any steps taken to connect the sequence until intervention were assigned. Answer: in this article, this information mechanism used to implement the random allocation sequence is not given. Number 10, who generated the random allocation sequence, who enrolled participant and who assigned participant to intervention. Answer: who generated the random allocation sequence, who enrolled participant and who assigned participant to intervention. The next, number 11A, if done, who was blinded after assignment to intervention. For example, participant care providers to assessing outcome and how. Initial pass, a prospective double-blinded randomized control trial RCT controlled in 2006 until 2008 with patients randomized to Sigmund IgB therapy or oral subturamine, the AP with same endoscopy. Patients in the IgB arm underwent placement of Opreal. IgB filling with 500 milli and placebo pill for single Sigmund P period subturamen arm received diagnostic endoscopy and commenced 10 milligram subturamen daily for 4 weeks and then 15 milligram daily for a total duration of 6 months only. Uh, the next number uh, number the next number 12A statistical method used to compare group for primary and secondary outcome. Statistic analysts were statistical analyses were performed using IBM SPSS statistic for Windows version 24. IBM Corp released 2017 among any IBM Corp contains variable where present a mean standard deviation and categorical data as number percentage comparative analysis performed by a test G squared to Y reported measure ANOVA and mean Whitney U test were appropriate p-value. Next, number 12B. Methods for additional analysis such as subgroup analysis and adjusted analysis. Answer: in this article, this item is not applicable because the author did not report the subgroup analysis. Next, number 13A. Number 13A. For each group, the number of participants who were randomly received in the then treatment and were analyzed for the primary outcome. There were no statistically significant difference in sex 70 versus 75. There no difference in compartment sleep apnea, hyper, hyperlipidemia, P 1 100, arterglia, and systolic and diastolic blood pressure between the initial IgB group and control group. Number 13B. For each group, loss and exclusions after randomized together with reason. Follow-up review at 10 years was deemed inappro- inappropriate for patients that underwent lap laparoscopic sleeve gastrectomy IgB group and two patients developed an advanced malignancy. Next, number 14A. That's defining the periods of the recruitment and follow-up. Initial phase, a prospective double-blinded and random controlled trial RCT conducted in 2006 until 2008 with patients randomed to 6-month IgB therapy or oral to remain their therapy with same endoscope. Patients in the IgB arm underwent placement of Orbera, filling with 5,000 milli and placebo pill for a single 6-month period. Sibutramine unreceived diagnostic endoscopy and commenced at 10 milligrams sibutramine daily for 4 weeks and then 15 milligrams daily for a total duration of 6 months only. The next number 15B, 14B, I'm sorry. Why the trial ended or was stopped? Answer: no, not in the article. Next, number 15A. A table showing baseline demographic and clinical characteristics for each group. Table patient demographic at baseline. Next, number 16B. On the next, number 15A, 15B. Oh, the next, number uh 16. For each group, number of participant denominator include in as analyst and whether the analyst was by original assigned group. Answer: there is no information whether the analyst is intention to treat analyst or protocol analyst. Next, number 17. Oh, after that, number 18. Result of any other analysis performed including subgroup analysis and adjusted analysis distinguishing pre-specified from exploratory. Answer: this item is not applicable in this article because in the method section we know that the author or researcher did not plan it to. Next, number 18B, 18. The next, number 19. All important harm or unintended effect in each group for specific guidance. Answer: the author did not report it. Number 20. Trial limitation addressing sources of potential bias impression and if relevant multiplicity of analysis. Small patient number due to the sample size requirement of the initial study recruitment protocol and the response rate despite the long-term nature of the follow-up are notable limitations. Next, number 20, 21. generalizability, externally validity, applicability of the trial finding answer, the information is not given. Number 22, interpretation consistent with resolve balancing benefit and harm and considering other relevant evidence. However, the potential benefits of IGB before bariatric metabolic surgery, even as a preparative adjunct to bariatric surgery in class 3 obesity population have varied results and remain controversial. It's also recognized this association should not be interpreted as a causal relationship. Number 23. Next, number 24, where the full trial protocol can be accessed if available. The initial trial was registered on clinical trial.gov. Next, number 25. The next, number 25. Sources of funding and other support such as supply of drug, role of funders, intragastric balloons (IgB) are spaced assuming the device first report in human as in 1982 after observing the effect naturally caused by bezos. Endoscopic bariatric therapy is a safe treatment option. Uh, that's all from me. Thank you and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.